second map of our best of two, surprisingly. And what first of all is going to be we're talking about is dust2 being a map that is kind of interesting to watch with Asian teams, because I think barely any of them prac them. Some teams like Signature actively pick this map, but it's going to be a very basic kind of playstyle. I can imagine in this one, I'm not 100% sure how well both of the teams will do it in the end. EHOME has picked this. EHOME might be 100% aware of what they're doing here. We had already a very close one though, back on Nuke, as Recca decided to play that one, as Recca then in the end finished it off, but looked extremely shaky throughout the process. So I personally feel like Recca will have a good opportunity to now pick it up in case EHOME is as well prepared towards this map as Recca was towards Nuke. But in the end, it is coming much down right now to not play Dileton, not play it in the dust2 puck style we all know, because dust2 puck style, it's fragging, making an Xbox smoke, going over short, and you're then going on the A side, or making a mid to B smoke, going to the B side. Essential kind of ideas that can fall short very soon and actually break down fairly easy. But we're going to see if that will be the case. We're going to see if EHOME will actually deliver us that certain victory, or if it will be a 2-0 in the best of 2 in total for Recca. My name is Sesht. We're going to hop directly in our game, where we still have warm-up, but that warm-up will hopefully end soon. So to explain you this kind of system, I just saw the question, what if EHOME win? It's very simple actually, it's extremely simple, because what you're seeing then is basically EHOME picking up a 1 point, because their opponent won a map, they won a map, tie 1 point. Like in football very often, like it is in football very often, and if now Recca picks up this map as well, then they get 3 points, and EHOME, if they lose, they get monthly 0 points. Where is the Dragon Force guy? Who the hell is the Dragon Force guy? Do you mean Jamie from yesterday? Where are those teams from? Well, EHOME is majorly from China, with one guy from Taiwan, and Recca is from Indonesia, which is inverted Poland. And I think some people mixed up the memo they've gotten where to play knife round, so... Hold on, how is that gonna work now? Roz? Are they going for try hard in this knife round, or are they just miscommunicating what happens right here? I'm not fairly sure what they're actually trying to do. Rizzo, oh, there's one in the corner, and then Merrick, come on, please just knife yourself. This is not a major. Hello, this is dust2. Hook map, 50s. Are they serious right now? You have to go onto an opponent and go left, left, right. By left, left, right, I mean left click, right click. You can do it. You can do it! Finally, they're starting up with the stabbing, and it's a brutal massacre happening to Recca right now. Bye-bye, Frost Misty. Axe Pro is the only one. It's gonna be the number one. And so EHOME, they're switching sides, going over to play CT. Very understandable decision, to be very fair. The question is if they can just find themselves a basic start in this game or not. Because you very much logically want to go good as a CT there. And once you go good as a CT, you'll find yourself a good bunch of rounds. The first one, the second one, the third one. From then on, you can go even further and further. If that will be the case, though, I think we're going to figure that out. So, smoke and everything pops. Time is being taken, but Recca, they're gonna aggress now. That's gonna be the B-side take. B slowly with 1 and 2. Could connect onto a third, has to reload. USPS suddenly went empty. There's another hatchet coming in, there's another hatchet coming in, and he technically could ace that out. As B slowly could come around the corner and finds himself that ace. The lone survivor on the B site. The only warrior you need on EHOME. And that's a great start for the CT site. And with Recca not satisfied about that. .60 seconds are left on the clock. No smoke is there to pop it towards CT, which could have made the aggression fairly possible, but at that point in time, that will not be the case. So patience gotta be on point. There it comes, so the frags are there, and that makes the B-side fairly open. The retake has to be done, and that is logically not what you're really looking for as EHOME.
Bomb has been planted.
From tunnels, 2 CTs will be approaching. Asterisk, good positioning to find not only one, but eventually the second. Isn't the case, though. MP9 as well as FAMAS. Both need to do the job correctly. Mary can't do it. 1-1, and so Recca takes that B-side once more, but this time with success. Not the best start for that EHOME pick. You could have expected way more. And it partially is also disappointing. Because I expected much more as well, but that's just the case. I think... Frost Misty? What are you doing? Peeking around randomly. Well, SOR finds himself the first CT as first shit falls. 4 more are left to go. 2 moving towards long. us. Yeah, there it goes. Seems like those CTs kind of lost in what they shall be doing, but slowly could be our one to deliver us a show. But as he is actually taken out from lower tunnels, and I personally feel, to just give you some kind of idea, people saying here, Cobble is better than dust2. And it's a mix. I have a mixed opinion on that. I find dust2 very interesting to see, but after all the time it was in a non-active map pool, for me it is still, and now is, a casual map. And it's just not that #1 map anymore. But on the other end, you know, on the other side of things, it's like the most historic thing in Counter-Strike. It is extremely relevant. Cobblestone is one of the most beautiful maps to me, and actually a good fun to play if you ask me as well, as there are multiple options to aggress each of the sites, whilst, you know, for example, I personally find Dust a little bit limited options-wise. It's just my personal opinion, but also because, how do you say that? Because you feel like this map has been played too often, and you remember it too much, and I don't like it too much. I just don't like this map too much. I'm sorry to break it. And as SYS finds X-Pro, those USPSs, you know, we're gonna continue about D2 real quick. The thing I don't like so much, it's like on every single map that has been revamped, we've seen major changes. For example, when you have remembered yourself Banana of the old Inferno and the new Inferno, the new pit section, how it is, the sites being revamped a little, it's fine. Cobble has been totally revamped once in a while. When you remember how Connector and especially how Drop used to look like, then I think we don't need to talk about Nuke, how majorly that has changed. And besides that, Mirage, Cache, all of those became proper maps, and I think they're all actually fun to play. And that goes also for Cobblestone. I like the map, I like the possibilities you have, but what they've done with D2 is more optical, more visual. It is a pleasurable map to watch, but I personally think, play-wise, it is kind of boring. Now, I'm quite sure you all have great arguments against me, and I'm very up to listening that, as we have our love interaction here. But first of all, 1:30 left on the clock. Back to our game where Recca are already on their third, whilst EHOME have a little bit of an issue with the economy previously. They might have one as well in this one, in case they're falling short. But they're taking their time. Recca, slow-paced place like we had it back over on our first map, which was actually the pick of the Indonesians. There goes X-Pro. Let's do some frags right here. Marek is there to react as well. 3 versus 3 it is. Towards ramp, another one stands. Spray works out with just 6 HP. Insane needs to do the job, and he does the job there, which brings it down only to Asterisk, who's done a quite decent job so far. It's there. Yeah, too aggressive he goes. Steps as much as possible. Insane going up the ramp, excuse me, slowly, but either way, EHOME picking up the second. Fun story about Nuke, though. It was actually X-Pro having the most op kills on Nuke, and that was only 8. 8 AWP kills have been made. Funny, actually. And the best rating on our previous map had a lad called Frost Misty with 27 kills in regular playtime. So, 2-3, and Recca majorly going here for middle after they couldn't connect onto the fourth one. And as it goes, Merrick, he finds himself that one. First shit is there to react as well. Who gets himself the double in the end. SYS falling. Asterisk as well. Frost Misty somehow gets themselves onto the B side. They still have 60 seconds, so technically it's very possible. 45 seconds left on the clock. There goes Insane. Finds himself Asterisk. Frost Misty should find the shot there in the end. And now as the bomb is dropped in the bottom of middle. The German middle is Mitte. So, yeah, mixed up languages. Either way, he rather saves up that AK because the entire team's economy is not looking as strong as they would like to be. 3k on the majority of the players. The losing bonus should make it alright. Not perfect, but alright. Now this just gives us the time. Couple rotations are terrible. As a CT, I agree with you. Actually, you have to go through connector, extremely narrow, then you have only 3 entries, or you go the entire way around long, which takes a lot of time. I see what you mean. I kind of agree with it. This is where teamwork can come in place. You boost there through dropper your teammate up, and then he comes in from behind, but you're not kind of wrong. I see what you mean. I give you that, to be very fair. But I think on the other hand, if you now would give players the opportunity, if you would CTs the opportunity to go directly towards long, or somehow directly rotate over from B to A without being in those narrow spots, yeah, I feel that would make it too easy for the CTs. I'm not a map creator as well. Maybe I'm missing out on something, but that in my eyes, that wouldn't be the best of an idea. Imagine a decent skill jump into upper dropper. That would be interesting to see. Either way, we're logically on dust2. Or EHOME is right now continuously losing men, but still having the upper hand at the moment, weaponry-wise. We see Rizzo on the ZZ, as he needs to try to make it work with that certain ZZ. Not sure if that won't be the case. There it goes. Awar finds himself Marek. Mid-smoke could now be popped. Asterisk seems to do exactly that. You very often see those teams don't know how to pop a smoke from white box, or from Xbox, excuse me, towards the connector section between CT and B, which is kind of surprising, to be very honest. This is a very basic smoke. They still annoyed. Now, though, there comes aggression. There's another one on site. And not the right timing. They're slowly hits. Insane found. SYS reacts in time. I war on the triple. And as those pistols and... Hold on 1 second, what is this? Huh? A goddamn AUG? X-Pro is hella serious, but first of all, it seems like Merrick is hella serious about grabbing himself that AK. He runs away in time and can save it up with no armor in the end. If he's a cool guy, he's giving us to one of his teammates, but actually he can't. Could have actually given it to first hits, but now the A-side defense, it needs to be just fully maintained by Merrick on his own as the Molotovs land in front of his feet. It's getting a little hard. First hits has no chance. From behind, it slowly comes.
Bomb has been planted.
Slowly has not been heard yet. Smoke pops. Shots are whiffing around his head. He still stays alive. No stab being heard. Molo doesn't hit him, at least for the moment. There comes a flashbang, and SYS finding him. 5-3. Recca. No chance at that point in time. I'm sorry, a lot of comment EHOME, no chance at that point in time. And as EHOME, and as we need to wait it out, how Recca will approach, we might see EHOME being a little bit more aggressive towards the tunnels, as their buy isn't the best. Here comes first. And there it goes. Be slowly, at least Asterisk found. And as it is the case, Sainer getting himself another one, Rizzo found in the end. A little bit odd, you could say, because most of the time you wouldn't expect such a gun to then make the difference in, well, our lovely Counter-Strike. But then we know Counter-Strike has become something very odd. The 3 versus 2 are suddenly the guys from EHOME having the advantage in this. Only Frost Misty alive, who has been the crucial player on the previous map. 45 seconds he has left to somehow retrieve the bomb and bring it on any of the bomb sites. And the sad story is, the bomb does not lay a little bit outside on the outer edge. It's the other way around. Frost Misty doesn't 100% make sense to me right here, as he has actually the option to use his utility. But in the end, he found himself the frag. Slowly would probably do himself a favor going over short, but he rather follows the path his opponent has taken. Oh no, that is the wrong way. Not the right way around. It's not the B site. And there he has to realize that is the case. AK should be saved here. As the CT economy is not the strongest, this is the point in time where you want to keep that gun in your hands. The thing is though, Frost Misty standing there towards ramp will not be inflicted by any Molotov coming deep towards him, as he should find the frag there either way. It could be slowly though doing it in the end, as he finds himself the Molotov. Now it's getting a little tricky for Frost Misty. The time is though ticking away. You need to find that frag. You can't do the defuse. And there it is. It's going to extend here to 6-3. EHOME, their buy is here. The AK would have been a nice tool that one of the players saves a few dollars here and there, but that's not going to be the case. Recca will lead the way on dust2, as it though is the EHOME pick. The terrorist site so far has been a few shaky moments here and there, but not too shaky, so it's fine. As the players move. I'm here for short already. First shit's, he's not gonna really ask anything. Full fast aggression towards the site of A, and it somehow could work out at that point in time. X-Pro is there together with his teammate Merrick, who now fell down in the end. Another one coming in, too aggressive it might have been, because from every side opponents are coming. He rips off the body of Frost Misty, and Insane does finish it off in the end. Too fast, Recca. You thought that was okay, but that is too fast. And as it goes, 4-6. Well, I don't know. It's that previous round was not necessary. As I want. Gets himself one fracker after another. That previous round was a little too shaky. They've taken a slower approach right here, and Recca right now knows why that should have been the better idea.
Bomb has been planted.
Hey Zesh, are you feeling good? I do. As we're having ourselves that lead right now coming in from Recca. It still is kind of weird how then the slow approach works better when the fast approach could have worked fine, but they didn't find the frags. With now 4-7 happening, this hurts the economy off the CTs quite massively, because what you see right here is this reset kind of happening in this round. They've got themselves free through. That's nice. 3-2-4. It's not the best one here for EHOME. And as the EHOME guys can now only work with that what they have in hand. They forced through, as you see, teammates buying teammates up as much as they could to have been surviving. So my expectation of this round was a little worse than it actually is, but 2 kits, not the best of a utility, but still workable. As we have number 12. Our finds the first. He could connect with the second with first hits, but there the ZZ is more successful if he gets a little bit shaky there. 5 HP is on R onto first hits. Now 5 HP is onto R onto first hits. He only has 5 HP left, making my life easier. What did you say? 5 HP R left onto him? There it goes though, back with our grammar lessons to the actual game. X-Pro finding himself for zone. The mid smoke should help a lot. Seven HP. Back there onto him. First it's expected. X-Pro to be the final man alive. And there it goes. 8-4 EHOME. We'll have an economic problem right here. Caster's record better. -1. Denied. Caster -200 IQ. No. I deny that. My IQ is far over -200. -100 maybe. So, as we have ourselves EHOME down to the pistols, Recca should not be waffling right here. S5 finding himself Merrick. No body armor, you're also easily found. And X-Pro was trying to hide himself there. So, chance for so with one. Another one on shorts. Another one to find. And there it goes. Classic Poland haven't gotten CS to just explain you the meme if you're like, damn, what are those nerds writing in chat? It's actually, look, this is the Polish flag. I'm gonna draw it right here. To the left you see the Indonesian flag. I'm gonna be fast because we don't want to miss action. This is the flag of Poland. Okay, good. That's good enough. First of all, players though from the team of Recca moving out long, going to be found here by Insane. 19 HP he has left. Seeing that SYS as well as Rousseau bring it down to a 3 versus 3 situation. That 3 versus 3 situation turns around in case slowly hits the right timing, but as he smoked off, barely any options left for him to do anything about it. And Recca just around the way from reaching those double digits. And EHOME doing the best they can. As they're once more down to pretty much 0. Keeping those guns in hand is relevant. Extremely relevant right here.
Terrorists win.
Castro don't feel so good. I feel good. No, I don't. You know, you need to listen. I'm taking every joke. I'm someone who can be insulted and will react funny to it because I know you're all just bad nerds on the internet being mean to me. And what else do we have? Castro don't feel so good. I feel perfect. I've had a beautiful morning. I'm drinking mango juice while casting Asian CS. I've drove my BMW E46 330 Li this morning. Unfortunately, I couldn't go sideways because of all the traffic, as I love to do that. I need new wheels next summer, I'm quite sure. But besides that, I'm feeling good. I honestly feel good. And with that being said, how good will EHOME feel in case this goes not according to their plan? There we go. Lovely to see how B Slowly is reacting right to that. Merrick as well as X-Pro. Yeah, they're running out of options here, but the off is successful enough in the end. So with 1 HP, he survives. And Merrick, he sees where Misty is, but the assistance should come in. The bomb is not being planted, interesting enough, rather leaving it out. And Merrick, who is, by the way, the star player of EHOME, might just turn us around in case the bomb is not going to be planted soon. He's exposed himself right now. That bomb needs to go down either way. Iwar. Can we get that thing down or not? There it goes. 4-11. Recca looking quiet, brilliant right now. Why you draw a Singapore flag? You're all just bad memers. I hate every one of you. Singapore flag. Not Singapore Airlines. I have to take a look at it because they have a very similar flag as well. Singapore flag. Yeah, it looks very similar. I give you that, alright? No. Hold on. I'm a good geographic guy. No, I know geography perfect. Okay, I'm right. Good. And Warren Co., they can just extend their lead at that point in time in case EHOME does not find success on the T-side pistol. Not feeling so good was Infinity War quote. I don't get that. I never watched Infinity War and I'm not really trying to watch Infinity War, hands down. To be very fair. Just waiting for Iwar to do it. Finds himself one. Might be able to connect on a few more. He gets himself the double. Can't connect on Merrick though, as then the Glock is a little stronger and has a few more bullets in the magazine to make it work. Frost Misty though. That was the one on Slowly. But Asterix is taking a good bunch of time and has to move around together with his teammates. There's no kit on them individually. Should be somewhere on one of the individuals. I'm not just quite sure yet. Either way, both moving over short. The time is not the best for them right now because they have to get that defuse done. Merrick hides himself. Merrick taken out. One more to go, but Insane has good positioning to find them. There, Asterisk. He got himself the kit. Frost Misty, defend your teammate. Don't let him die. No, you let him die in the process. And he's going to pull through. Insane finds him in the end. 4 kills, he gets him. And EHOME, who already found himself an Insane pissed around in the start. They're from Slowly, who aced it out. Now in the end, It's going to be once more EHOME picking up that pistol. Lol, this game got caster. Why not? Are you trying to be Counter-Strike racist? I dislike. -1 for you. Either way, pistols. During Asian CS qualifiers, we've seen a few of those being fairly interesting due to the reason that the one with the worst weaponry is very often the ones finding the victory in such a round. I know I'm repeating myself with that line, but it's a very true one. Either way, first shits gets a few shots in his back so far, but the first player found, Iwar. Yeah, this is what happens. Iwar taking out Ross as well as Super SYS. All finding frags, only Merrick as well as X-Pro alive. They're getting that bomb down once they start its car with that Khalil. And that could all work out, and that's what happened. America's the last man alive against 4 CTs. And Frost Misty, you want to do the Cookley. The question is, will he do the Cookley? No, he doesn't. Merrick, in the end, taking out 4 surviving for Recca. Think of that. And just mentioned... Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. He looked into it. And with that being said, seems like also EHOME looked directly into that. And that could be now Recca finishing this off fairly easy. With 12 to 5. Will X-Pro check turn it around? And hello Kaya, before we go directly into the game, I hope you're doing good. I do as well. Either way, back to our actual game, where the long aggression is going to come in, and Iwar needs to do the change there. It seems to be a little bit of a tricky situation. The assistance from Ross is necessary. He gets caught out in long control, just given away. Recca! How do you lose that bit of control? That would have been extremely relevant right here, but... I'm not quite sure how they just gifted EHOME basically such a free entry there. Frost Misty finding slowly, but in the process, SYS gets killed. And that means Asterix as well as Frost Misty being the only 2 individuals to possibly find it. Both got a kit, so it's not so impossible, but you gotta be quite fast about it. Yeah, there it goes. Asterisk. Does he want to ninja? Ah, yeah, he wanted to, but then he gets found in the end. 12 to 6. Recca still favorable, but with barely anything on the board right now. And it's now insane. shouldn't have too much of a problem. It's weird. I mean, we're back on ZZs. Remember what we had previously when ZZs were on the board. $60 left on the clock. It's insane. Finding himself Rousseau. SYS. Oh, for a second, I was shaking there because I was not quite sure if that will end in the favor of him. X-Pro. Passing through. Getting him there in the end. Nice try. This is what you're giving him. Asterisk. He seems to be running out of options. Taken out in the end. 7-12. This is the EHOME pick. Recca. Right now have the possibility to buy, except I war really, but possibly going for the pistols. That would be probably the best idea if you ask me. I'm only a female coach, and that only part-time, so I don't know the best. Their first hits together, maybe slowly finding themselves too. That round, I wanted to say, we have the opportunity to witness great CTCS here, but well, what shall I say? I think a thing we can all agree on at that point in time, when the team is not 100% prepared and not 100% perfectioned on this map, it is always going to be a little bit T-sided due to the aggressive possibilities. And there, a jumping Frost Misty does a backflip, that backflip in the end. And with an asterisk, surviving on his own, possibly picking up an AK if he finds one. He does, staying in pit, and there we go. And I saw one comment a little earlier saying Sadokhist, question mark. And funny story, I have the exactly same car. And the argumentation, you all complain about ZZ, but you're playing it 90% of yourself, doesn't make it any better. In ZZ, you don't need the moral obligation to be a perfect human being by not playing the ZZ. So it's not like an argument. This is like saying, you know, you all want the R8 revolver removed, but you're playing it all anyway, right? So we can all play. We can all agree that an overpowered pistol that costs $800 will instantly kill you as a $4,750 rifle. That's fair, right? So, with that being said, that is a wacko tobacco argumentation. I'm sorry to say so. But wacko tobacco, well, Recca is not that far yet, to be very fair, but getting a little bit shaky right here. Weighing up the options seems to be one of their best kind of character traits, as you see that somehow the EHOME lads are on the right track. There comes the double from first hit, so recently have performed quite well. Also in the previous buy round we had. So I wore Rousseau as well as Frost Misty. It's going to be a little bit difficult for them. There it goes, Rousseau finding slowly. And I war as well as Frost Misty. Well, the two individuals, they still got both AKs. One has actually a kit, and while saying that, 34 HP. Running away is a legitimate option, but probably not one that will work out, because then suddenly out from the top, an insane comes to take you out. As it goes, Recca once more on the buy. Recca already losing their first, and that is even very, very crucial aspect right here. With that 4 players left on the Recca site, it doesn't go well. At least they're very slowly at the moment. Back to a man equalized situation. Rousseau might be not so trapped as he could think he could be. Seems like after weighing up the options, after considering where to go, the destination has been set over. Back on the site of B. Asterisk is the only one there. As they're slowly moving on the site, behind the barrel he waits. The problem is, Insane will pop onto his left, while Axe Pro Shake takes him down in the end. The distraction worked. The B side will be taken. Recca possibly will not find that round. With 9 to 12 going on the board, Recca, they're considering to rather rotate away. We don't see a kid on any of them, any way, English. God damn it, you language. So as it goes, double digits achieved. If this is my stream, is this your stream? What kind of question is that? No, I don't own StarLadder, if that is the question. I unfortunately don't own StarLadder. But I'm also not Ukrainian or Russian? I don't know, 100%. Yeah, and I think Marcy's giving a good argument about the ZZ, but stepping away from that, getting back into our game where 1:35 is left on the clock in round number 23. X-Pro has a feeling. Seems like his feeling is 100% right. Look for a second, they nearly lined up. And as the time it's right now ticking away, not in favor of EHOME. They still got a good buffer left. 60 seconds. So far, the aggressive takes of EHOME been quite decent. That's a thing you really gotta give them, because so far what I've seen from them, Ross, he has done the entry, more likely the man equalization previously. Now he needs to find himself a few more. That goes down, and so beautifully done Merso, how he takes that height advantage to Recca finish it off to the 13 for naught. And I'm quite sure X-Pro saw SYS there and rip off the head of Misty. He can escape without being hit once, and he technically could go for a safe plan here, but he doesn't do so. He can in the end. SYS knows how to deny. As now 3 rounds are left for Recca. They've already lost their first with Asterisk. They have a bit of information there that they hit the first one, they kind of know which way to go. "60 seconds, free ops onto Recca, by the way, if you didn't notice. Funny always, one of them already standing in the path of EHOME in case this is going towards the B site. Frost Misty, gotta be our individual to find them all. The question, will he be? He's the first one. Sees the second, but can't connect yet. There he comes. Another one to find. Can flick also onto Insane. He keeps that side clear. What was that, though? Probably a little bit of lag there in the end. Can't connect the shot there either, and so both ops somehow need to do the job. Switching over the bomb there to the other side. The nade is not going to do its job, but I think Merrick, if I saw it correctly, now down to 11 first shits. They do it somehow. EHOME find the 11th war as well as Ross. I'm quite sure there should have been some rifles around them somewhere, but Recca's economy far away from brilliant. I have a kind of deja vu of what we previously had. What's your streamcaster? I'm going to write this. There, you see my account, and my account wrote "This is my stream." So, that is me. Back to it though. Frost Misty, finding slowly. Once more. A very, well, pistol surprise he ran around. The first 15 seconds an entry found. And in those first 15 seconds, we might just get a little bit of a problem here. It's a little bit of a surprise though that then it's going to be the side of Long held quite open, and Frost Misty, he has been taking a lot of time with this instead of trying to do the rotation in from behind. You want to take a risk, but on the other hand, that could have been the risk worth in the end, as the investigation of Recca has been down to a minimum either way. They want to find at least a few more frags here, or open up the opportunity for another gun to be brought in. SYS is fully blind, actually gets pushed away with a magic force. Then in the end, Recca gotta give the number 12 here to their opponents. As we unfortunately have to witness right now that this back and forth seems to not stop here in the end of the game. See ourselves first. Merrick finding his Frost Misty. The lock control has been established. Merrick opened the gates wide open towards the B side. And a rotation from Ross is not going to be stopped there by anyone in middle, surprisingly. But there the utility thrown into window as well. As behind him, surprising for him, Bomb has been now brought down for the moment. As that Bomb is down, it's going to be a little bit tough right now. First hits, finds the first one. X-Pro has a quite good positioning, especially as both players are low HP. That shouldn't be too hard to get the 13th one. No kit onto them either. Dare it. Do it. One spotted. One found. Rousseau on his own. And he could try to go for the defuse, but I can hardly imagine it will work out there. 10 seconds. Not quite sure why he fakes through, because there's pretty much no option to do it. He finds that one. Is there now enough time for Recca? Because I'm not 100% sure. It seems to be Not enough in the end. It ticks away, and Rousseau, does he get that defuse or not? He does do so. 14-12. A last-second play just before departure. And he flies away with round number 14. EHOME's economy is still fine. And I see some of you having a problem with saying my name. In German, it would be Zescht. If you want to say it in English, say Zescht. Zescht. I hope that was as accurate as it could be. If not, you can DM me on Twitter, and I do you a voice memo how to properly pronounce my name, if you're fine with that. As a retake, this actually has been very much been surprising. That is just a little bit insane what we're having right here, because we had the back and forth, we had that disc coming in from EHOME, which looked extremely strong. And the individual performance, as well as the pure momentum the Chinese-Taiwanese mixture has picked up, was just quite great. Then on Recca got a few single rounds, but still, due to the buffer they had, 11-4 start, could have expected that they end this a little earlier. Now though, Rousseau comes in, hits the first onto slowly, flashbang popping very much on the sides. He sees the flames in front of him, doesn't take the aggressive approach. Can't connect on the second with Merrick. Another one to his right. He flicks onto Insane as well. He found a fourth he's getting. The A-side defender called Rousseau, taking them all out. So Recca just a second away from finding the success and getting the 2-0 out of this. There it goes. Recca. Just around the way of success. Do Rousseau and co hold them up or not? Does SYS have a good positioning? Not the best. He's getting flamed away. And so only a single defender left. The flashbang is going to come in. And there finally Rousseau stabs in as well. First shit's taken out. That is the kind of defense you need. But the A side, excuse me, the B side has now been taken by Slowly as well as Merrick. 114 HP in total. Can they make it work with that? Slowly now sees the barrel of the gun. Misty has to react to that. Bomb still not planted, as it just lays there in front of them. Molotov burning away slowly. That means Merrick against 4. Is that going to be impossible? 21 HP he has left. He connects onto a second. He has some kind of idea that someone might push here through the whole section, and Merrick, who picked up already 60% of the opponent team, does he find himself more? He knows where Frost Mist is. I'm not quite sure if he's aware of Iwar's positioning. Tries to fake through. He knows where Iwar stands. 5 HP left. That is very unfortunate for him right now, as he's done a good job in that round, but from top sight, Iwar is not gonna come. He has a good positioning towards him, and he finds it in the end. 16-12. It took a while. Then they made it work. And so we got ourselves that lovely victory here from the lads of Recca. It took a certain while. They've hesitated a little. That was dust2 right now from Recca, picking up 3 points. And that is it for a moment, at least for that moment. We're going to come back with our second best of 2 in just a second as well, as to let you know what is our second best of 2, a very legitimate question, of course. And as I unfortunately have a very, very bad memory, I have to look it up on my own. Roar versus Imba SAS. And Roar versus Imba SAS is Roar had a few unfortunate choke moments so far, I have to say. They haven't delivered us the best performance, and I find that very sad, as they could have actually pulled it through a few times, and then they just started to get shaky. They started to get waffling. We're going to see if that will be the case right now. Till then, waiting up for a moment or two. We're taking a little break. You can get yourself something to drink, something to eat, or whatever you like. My name is Sesh, by the way. And there was a question if I'm German. Yes, I am German. And does Caster have own Twitch stream? Luke Vader, I've said it 12 million times. This Zesht account, which writes in chat, is me. And besides that, with exclamation mark Caster, which I'm typing live in for you. No, I don't have, the range of my keyboard is not good enough. So I'm going to do it for you. There you go. You're going to find all the social media and the pinned post on Twitter. And that's pretty much it for the moment. With that being said, we're taking a little break. We'll just be right back with our second best of two.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.